Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys, I am freezing. I am in my office and I am cold. I mean, geez, Louise, I can't believe how cold I am. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing today? So we have Simply Taisha. Hello, hello. She says, hey, hey, Dee Dee. Hey, Divalicious fam. And we have Lakeisha. How are you? How are you? So guys, I am so cold. Are you cold? I think it might be the I think it might be the medication because I'm telling you, I have been freezing all day long and I have a heater right now in my office and I'm trying to heat myself up. Um and so hopefully, it works. I feel washed out. I feel like I'm like washed out. Like I feel like I need to like perk the lights up or something. I don't know what's going on. So so how are you guys today? How are you guys today? We have Antonio Betts, AB. How are you? We have Mel to the B. Hey Mel, how are you? How are you? Nadia and Nia. Hey Nia. Hey Nia. Hey Nadia. How are you guys doing? So tonight we are going to be talking about it feels awkward saying tonight because it's just getting dark here in Ohio. But tonight we're going to be talking about what you can do if you have a weight loss stall or plateau, or you're just not losing on your GLP-1 medication or any weight loss program for that matter. And so I'm glad we have some professionals, I call you guys experts, in the chat because maybe you can help with some of the research I did and tell me what's working for you. And so I am down 60.8 pounds. And I have a feeling after this week, I'm going to get over that 60-pound mark. I'm going to get over that hump because let me tell you, if you guys have not been following my journey, anybody out there listening besides the chat, I have turned over a new leaf and changed my diet. And I've given up, what did I give up? I gave up all meats for Lent. So I'm only eating and I don't know, seafood that's not considered a meat. So I'm eating salmon, I'm eating shrimp, but I haven't eaten shrimp yet. I'm eating tuna. And then other than that, I'm eating whole foods. I'm eating fruits and vegetables. And so every time I've eaten today, I have gone to the restaurant today. So that's one of the perks of eating a whole plant-based diet. Now, one thing I will do is I will drink a protein shake, and I plan to do that because some days I just can't get all the protein in, even when I was eating meat. So I plan to continue to do that. So I have been doing that, but I haven't really even wanted to drink the protein shake. And then I another thing I've done is I have not eaten protein bars because I ran out. And I thought, that was the original thing I was going to give up. I told my daughter I'm giving up protein bars. And so I ate the last of what I had. And so I just haven't bought any more protein, anything, protein bars. And I don't think I will unless I just get to the point where I feel like I definitely need it. I may do it, but I haven't had a need to have a protein bar. I've been, snacking. And so yesterday what I ended up doing was I went to the farmer's market and I finally got some fruit. I finally reunited with apples and strawberries. And at the farmer's market, they had 2 for $4, like the big containers of strawberries. So of course I thought something was wrong with these strawberries. They looked ripe. They looked fine, but I was like, this is too good to be true. And not even the small ones, the bigger size. Well, it was true. I ate them. That was part of my snack today at school today. So, and they were good. They weren't fully ripe, some of them, but they were good. They were tasty. So I've been snacking on fruit and I've been going to the restroom like crazy. I told my team partner who I work with, it's a male, and I told him, I said, I'm sorry, but I got to go to the restroom again. Can you watch my class? I told him I've been eating more fruits and vegetables, and it has kept me going to the bathroom, and it has kept me from being constipated on this GLP-1. So I love that. So I just happened, my eyes went over, and I saw Taisha said seafood is a meat, Dee Dee. Well, yeah, I know. People sometimes say it's not a meat. So it's officially, I guess it's considered a meat, huh? So, okay, so then would I be considered as still a pescatarian because I have not given up, the fish, the tuna? I'm eating tuna and salmon. I like to buy wild caught seafood. And so, I buy that wild caught salmon. They say it's wild salmon. I mean, wild salmon, wild caught. I said when I went to Applebee's the other day with my dad, that's where he wanted to go. I'm pretty sure that was a farm salmon. I'm pretty sure that wasn't it wasn't wild caught. But even the tuna, I buy the wild caught tuna that they have on, they say, and I buy the kind that's not in the can, the other kind that's like in the packets. So I have been eating that, and I have been going to the restroom, and I feel lighter. Now, I may not look lighter, but I feel lighter. So I'm excited about that. So Taisha says, yes, ma'am. Pescatarians eat seafood. Okay, so I guess that's what I am. But you know what? I don't have to be called anything. I don't need to be labeled. I just know what I'm eating. So I don't really have to call it anything. But when you're on YouTube and you're making your YouTube tags and hashtags and all that, you gotta call yourself, you gotta call something a thing. So I am going with pescatarian, but I don't know if that's what you necessarily call it. So let's get into what we're talking about tonight. So I see who has joined the chat. Turtle Diaries, hello. She says, hey Queens, we see Z is in here. Jerlene, hello. I think I said male to the B. And okay, that's it. So guys, you might want to help me out with this. I consider myself having a stall or like a plateau. What they say is a stall or a plateau is like months. I think a lot of times when we don't lose 2 weeks in a row, we call it a stall or a plateau. And technically it is not. It has to be months and months without a weight loss where you're doing pretty much the same things you were doing when you were losing weight. And then all of a sudden it stops, right? Which makes sense that you would call it a stall or a plateau. And so I am basically, I think in the summertime, I did have a stall there for, yes, I feel like once I got to 30 pounds, I kind of stalled out. And so then we have to think, what can we do when that happens? What can we do when that happens? So everybody in the chat that's in here, have you guys ever experienced the stall yet while taking a GLP-1 or any weight loss? Have you had a stall? And if so, tell us about it. Did I say Nia? I think I did say Nia. If not, hello, Nia. So have you guys experienced a stall? So I think when I got to 30 pounds, I experienced a stall, and then kind of like between 30 and 40. When I say it was slow and steady, it was slower. What is slower than a turtle? Is it a sloth? You guys know what a sloth is? I'm sure you guys do. But I wouldn't even consider my weight loss a turtle, at the turtle speed. I would consider it at the sloth speed. And the funny thing is, my students and I, we were just watching sloths on video, and it's so funny. The kids were into it, but the sloth was moving super slow. And I mean, he like labored through everything he did, and it was like watching like he pull up his arm. Everything was so slow. So that's how I would characterize my weight loss at one point, like super slow, even slower than the turtle from Turtle Diaries, even slower than that. So what has been your stall? Where was your stall at if you've had one? So the Turtle Diary says she's had a few stalls. Okay. And we'll put that up there. She's had a few stalls. Lakeisha, yes, stall at 30 pounds, then started adding more movements and up my protein, then no more problems. Okay. So I love that. So Lakeisha, so you changed what you were doing instead, and so that's how you got over your stall. And so did you titrate up as well, or did you just change what you were doing? And we have Butterfly. What a beautiful name and what a beautiful profile pic. Hello. So I wonder, I think a lot of people, what they do, because, I'm in the comments and reading different comments and looking at comments and on other weight loss channels, not just GLP-1. And I noticed that what happens is a lot of people, when they, especially on the GLP-1 medications, when they get to a stall, a lot of times they want to titrate up, right? That's our go-to for some of us. And we just have to remember there are some other things we could do before we titrate up. And there are some other things you could do before you actually hit that, 2 and 3 months of not losing. So let's talk about what those things are. So of course, I did my research and I looked it up. Before I go to that, I want to go to Butterfly. She says, I only lost 1 pound last week and none this week. Okay, so maybe something I'm going to talk about tonight can help you. Healthy Kitchen Wizard. Hello, hello. I feel like I need to be in that kitchen watching you cook, doing something. We have to go to her channel where it's all things fabulous. She says, hello, hello. I hope everyone's doing well. All right, so let's see what the research is saying. So the first thing they want you to do is evaluate your expectations. So, I mean, that's a great thing to first talk about, considering Butterfly just said she only, and Butterfly, we don't want to use the word only because we think we'll take any pounds lost here. So 1 pound, I think that's great. Now, you said none this week. I think it's a victory that you didn't gain, but I know a lot of times people want to see that continuous back-to-back weight loss. Then if you hear of a friend or you know of somebody else who's had back-to-back losses, that kind of can, maybe deter you or discourage you. And so, weight loss isn't always linear, which means, you're not going to continue to lose the same thing every week or lose at all every week. You might lose quickly at first, which happened to me. Then it slows down. Most research and studies show that weight loss with GLP-1s happen gradually over months rather than instantly. But, I will say most of the weight loss that I've heard about when I first started my GLP-1, it was super fast. I felt like everybody under the sun was losing 30, 40 pounds in 3 months. I felt like that's what all I heard or all I knew or all I thought about. And so, but once I got really deep into this GLP-1 community, I realized that was not true. People were not losing like that, and, everybody. And when, the people that were, eventually that weight loss did slow down for them as well. So we kind of have to put it in perspective and think about it like that. And so what should your expectations be? So typical weight loss a typical weight loss timeline on Mounjaro and Zepbound, they say in your first 1 to 3 months, you should expect to lose 5 to 10% of your body weight. So I wonder, did anybody do that? I will honestly say for me, that is true. And then they say in month 4 to 6, 10 to 15% of your body weight, you can expect to lose that. I will have to say, I don't know if that was necessarily true for me. When I got to that 6 months, that's when things started to change for me. And I think that's because I changed what I was doing. I didn't necessarily titrate up or down. I changed some of the strategies I was using to help me lose weight. So it says when you are 6+ months on Mounjaro and Zepbound, you can expect to lose between 15 and 25% of your total loss. Now, you realize some people go beyond that, and some people don't get to that. So I'm right in the thick of things with that, because I'm at a year, so 6+, and I'm a couple of weeks over a year, and I'm at 19% of my body weight loss. So I think that is really, really good. And I'm at the 10 milligram dose. And so, I still have some room to go up, but I'm right in there. I'm right in there. So what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think? Are you what they would consider a typical weight loss for your the timeline on Mounjaro and Zepbound? I would have to say I am what they would consider typical. So I wonder if Turtle Diaries does this apply to you? Because I know you talk about losing weight very slow, and I think you're at 6+ months. So have you reached 15% of your body weight loss yet? If you want to share that, if you don't, and that's okay too. But I just wonder, because I think it's really good to put it in perspective, your weight loss. So a tip, and I think that also helps you from comparing, right? Saying, oh, she's losing so much faster than me, is if you're right in there with the average group of folks, not the folks we know and see and talk to all the time, but with the average group of folks, I think that's good. So here's a tip. If you've been on for at least 3 months with no weight loss, so Butterfly, 3 months with no weight loss, it's time to reassess. It's time to reassess. So the Turtle Diary says, yes, I'm at 18% in 46 weeks. So you're in the thick of things. You're over that 15%, right? So I think that is great. I think that is great. So even though you think you're losing Super slow and steady, you're losing super slow and steady. I think you would probably say that. I would say maybe slow and steady, but I think that's great. I think you're on the right track. You're on the right track. You are right in there. Yeah. So I hope this gives you some encouragement. When you are those days when the scale is not moving. And that's why in the GLP-1 community, we like to focus on those non-scale victories when the scale is not moving. I really think that we need to really focus on that. So let's see what else we could do. So the first thing is we're evaluating our expectations. What are we expecting to lose? And our expectations are oftentimes too high. So we kind of have to bring that back and look at what typical people on this weight loss journey lose, right? With Mounjaro, with Zepbound, I would also venture to say Ozempic and Wegovy. All right, so what else could we do? Now, this is a big one. I know this is like a hot topic for a lot of people, but check your caloric intake. Do people know how many calories they are getting in? I've had so many conversations with people who say they're not losing. And when I say, how many calories are you eating? They don't know. And I don't want you to think that, that's, anything is wrong with that. If you decide you're not counting another calorie, I can relate. I feel like I'm a lifetime Weight Watchers person without, the badge that says you're a lifelong member because I didn't reach my goal there. But one of the things it did was give me calorie counting burnout. And so I can relate to that. But one of the things I said to myself when I started taking this GLP-1 medication is that I was going to establish what calories looked like, what my intake would be. And so for my first my first 30 pounds, I was eating 1,800 calories. So when I was able to lose 30 pounds eating 1,800 calories, and I know some of you in the chat are probably like, that's a lot, Dee Dee. It sounds like a lot, but that's what I was eating. And then I used that TDEE calculator to recalculate my calories. And that second half of my 6 months, and currently now I just recalculated before we started this live on the TDEE calculator, and I'm at 15. How much am I? Let me tell you exactly. My total calories should be, if I'm cutting, 1,548. And then my protein, they tell me if I want a moderate, moderate carbs, I should say. So my moderate carb intake should be 135 grams of carbs. I'm going to cut that back to 100. My fat should be 60 and my protein should be 116. And so that's kind of like midway. I chose the middle ground. But if you go on that calculator, you can calculate exactly how much you should be eating and all of that. So you might be saying, some mistakes that people make on this medication. We know it reduces your appetite, but I love how they say it doesn't guarantee that you're going to be in a calorie deficit. I think a lot of times we're eating more than we think we are. And I know I've been guilty of that. I put out a portion size and I think I'm eating more. I don't know. Have you guys ever heard of that strategy where they say the size of your protein, your meat should be the palm of your hand. And so, I kind of used to gauge that, but when you actually weigh it, it makes a difference. So I think that's a good gauge if you're like in maintenance or you're not really trying to lose a ton of weight. But I think if you really want to be diligent, you kind of have to weigh things out. You kind of have to know what you're eating. And I think a lot of people make that mistake. So some other common mistakes is eating too little. It can slow down your metabolism. I'm sure you've heard that over and over again. I remember when I think it was Dr. Dan came on my channel, and we had a subscriber on there that talked about how she was eating very little calories. I want to say it was less than 800 calories. And I'm pretty sure, and she did say, it wasn't comfortable for her to be eating that, but she just could not eat. And so I wonder what's going on with her. If I knew her information, I would contact her. But eating too little can slow down that metabolism. It can make you tired. I remember her talking about being tired. Your hair could fall out. I know a lot of us, especially as we age, we want to keep our hair. We don't want it to thin out. Overeating healthy foods. Now, I have been so guilty guilty of this, overeating those healthy foods, those nuts, they're high in fat. Avocados, I know people like, oh, avocados, they're so great. And they are, but they do have, fat. You can overeat those. Protein bars, I've been guilty of overeating those protein bars. I think I was doing that a lot in the summer when I hit that stall. Calories still matter. So we have to remember that even though we're eating healthy, I would venture to say, unless you're eating just salads without dressing and you're just eating a raw food diet, I think a raw food diet is probably the only diet, and don't quote me on this, but that could probably not count, right? Because you're just eating fruits, veggies, that's pretty much it, and you're not cooking anything, you're not cooking the nutrients out. I think those people, the people who I know who say they eat like that, they just say they eat all day. They don't count calories, they don't track, they look fit and they look healthy. Now, we know you could look healthy on the outside, not necessarily be healthy on the inside, but I think all that is great. Drinking high calorie beverages, people putting cream in that coffee, that cream will get you. Having smoothies. Now, if you make your own smoothie, that's one thing because you know exactly what's in there. Of course, the alcohol, that'll get you too, especially taking this GLP-1. I know a lot of people who said they gave up alcohol on this GLP-1. I personally never started drinking it, but what I'm doing is kind of like the Mediterranean diet, I think, like what I've switched over to since I am giving up the most of the meat for Lent. I'll say most, since we're not counting seafood. But I will say, I feel like I'm doing that Mediterranean diet, and I could actually have a glass of red wine, but I don't even want to because I don't like the taste of alcohol really. So, but if you're doing that diet, you could get that in there with that red wine. Now we know taking a GLP-1, they don't advocate you drinking, alcohol, especially if it's not the red wine, but I know a lot of people who've just given it up and just don't even bother to drink it. So what can you do? Use a tracking app. I use MyFitnessPal. I know a lot of people that use Lose It. I like them both. I think, to me, MyFitnessPal just works better for me. I like how you can save meals for the week. I call it pre-tracking. I put in, now I haven't done that since I've been doing Lent, so that I have to catch up with that this weekend. But before, I would pre-track, whatever I would cook to, for my meal planning for the week, I would put it in for the week. And then that just saved me during the week. If I ate something or needed to delete something, I would just go and delete it out. I don't remember doing that on the Lose It app. If you're on the Lose It app, you can tell us if you've done that. I don't remember doing that, but I'm pretty sure, that was last year or the year before when I was using that. So, I'm sure now you're able to do that. But it says aim to 30 to 50% of calories from protein to preserve your muscle and reduce your liquid calories and eat healthy, high calorie foods. So eat healthy, high calorie foods. Reduce your liquid calories. So I know a lot of times we talk about protein shakes, we talk about all these things we could put in our water, but really water is the best liquid for you. Some people ask me about my skin all the time, and I don't really think I have good skin. Actually, because when I was at times when I wasn't eating healthy, I would get like acne, and then when the bumps would leave like a scar. So I said this summer I was going to really try to like lighten those up, but it depends on what angle you catch me at. Like, let's look at how my skin is looking now. See what angle you catch me at, how my skin is looking. But one of the things that has helped me is I drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of water. Water is my drink of choice. I love a good lemonade, but I would rather go with water. So I think that has helped me with my skin. But my skin has gone through phases. And when I have like some, places on my skin that I need to lighten up. So I plan on doing that at some point, maybe this summer. So that brings us to number 3. We're talking about strategies to break that plateau, that stall. Optimize your protein and strength training. I know we have some ladies in here in maintenance. We have the beautiful Miss Simply Taisha. We have the beautiful Mel B. I know they're in maintenance and they are doing that strength training, but we all should be doing that. Let's not wait till maintenance to do it. So Mounjaro and Zepbound can cause muscle loss along with fat loss. More muscle equals a higher metabolism. And that's what really got me using those weights, because I was using my own body weight. And what got me using those weights First of all, I don't want to have hanging skin. Things are hanging now where I don't want them hanging, and I don't want to add to that. And so I just thought about that. I was talking to a lot of women who had lost weight and was saying how their metabolism is just jacked up, basically. And one of the things they were saying, their metabolism is jacked up because they said that they really weren't they weren't eating a lot of protein and they weren't strength training. So I say don't wait till you're in maintenance. Now, if you're somebody, if your knees hurt, you can't really move around, that might be something you should do. So, how to preserve your muscle. Eat at least 0.6 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight. And we're going to calculate, if you guys have your calculators on your phone or if you have a calculator handy dandy, let's calculate that up. You can do resistance training 3 times a week, your body weight, your weights, use resistance bands. And remember, I was using my body weight. I graduated with my accountability partner, Miss Kim J's Sweet Healthy Life. Let me make sure I'm saying her channel name. I saw she was in here, I think. I thought I saw her in here. But anyway, so that's my accountability partner, and I work out with her. And basically, we do 2 times a week. We do upper body, we do lower body. Now, I just got a tip that somebody told me to do the full body. And I guess when we're doing Taibo on that 3rd day, maybe that is considered full body, but we're not using weight. So technically, I guess not. So I'm going to try to add in a full day body with my whole body during the weights at some point, because we work out 3 times and I like to do that 4th day. And she's doing things in between the time we work out. Kim J, Sweet Healthy Life. There she is. So it says add strength-based exercises like squats, lunges, and push-ups. And we're doing that. And I don't know that we're doing push-ups, but we're doing the squats and lunges for sure. But yeah, so that's what you could do to preserve that muscle. So let's calculate it. So to calculate it, I'm going to do 0.6. Okay, so I'm going with the 0.6. I'm going with the lower end. Because if I was just doing 1 gram of protein per my body weight, I would be eating 248 grams of protein. And I don't know how I'm going to get that in. My perimenopause has kicked in. I started off being cold. Guess what? Now I'm hot. I'm getting hot. Okay, I'm going to do 0.6 on my calculator, and I'm going to times that by 2. I'm just going to do 245. So that tells me I need to be eating 147. You see that? 147 grams of protein. So I need to kick my booty and get it going, because I wasn't even eating that much when I was eating meat. So so I got to get that going. All right, so that's how you can calculate. So if you didn't calculate yours, if you calculated yours, can you put it in the chat? I'm going to put mine in the chat. This is my goal. I'm just going to say goal, because we got to be realistic here. 147 grams of protein. That's my goal. Now that's on the lower end, right? I really could go up to 248 actually, but just to start out. Now, when I calculated this, remember I just told you I calculated it on the TDEE website, and if I were going for higher carbs, and then the protein is lower, right? So, and if I were going for higher protein, the carbs are lower. So really, ideally, I should be eating 155 grams of protein, 69 grams of fat, and 77 carbs, according to this TDEE website. So I think that's pretty good. Okay, all right. So Butterfly says 91.2, and are you actually getting that in? Are you getting the 92 grams in? I'm gonna have to take this jacket off. I'm feeling a little warm here. Okay, so let's go back to what else we could do. So here's another I guess I want to call it protein maximums, minimums, what you should be doing. I think this is great. So it says now, this is the minimum you should get. If you are an adult and you're sedentary, which means you're not moving a whole lot, you're just doing your regular day to day, you're not doing anything extra, you should be getting 1.36 per pound. And this is the absolute minimum, but it's too low if you're trying to lose weight. So that's just if you're trying to maintain, you're not moving around, the minimum. For fat loss and muscle retention, 0.6 to 1.0, which is what we just did with my weight, right? We did the 0.6, you probably did your 0.6. For strength training and muscle building, then this is when you up the ante. So I would expect like Mel B and Simply Taisha to be getting that protein in. So this is the guidelines. Now I know there are people out there, remember, gurus and research, and everybody has different ideas. I've heard somebody say you should be eating 1 gram of protein for your goal weight. So if my goal weight is 175, I should be eating 175 grams of protein. I've heard that. Either way, I consider it a win-win because it's more. You know what I mean? If I don't go with this 0.6, which is the 147, and I go with my goal weight, it's a win-win because I'm still getting in more protein. The goal is more protein. So I guess that's what I'm kind of doing. Trying to get in. I don't know. But, I mean, we shall see. I'm not strength training, so I wouldn't be 1.0 to 1.2. So I'm kind of following this for fat loss and muscle retention. I'm following this guideline. And it says it's ideal if you're on a GLP-1 and you're losing weight. So I think the more you can get, the better, unless you're trying to, you're not trying to be the next bodybuilder. So what else could you do? You can increase your movement. GLP-1 medications don't increase your energy, which I could tell you that is the truth. That is the truth. But I will say I do get bursts of energy. And usually I've heard people in here talk about that. My burst of energy comes at night. It comes at night. When I get up and go to the restroom, sometimes I am just up. And when I am up, I am thinking, I am making things happen. And I'm like, geez, oh man, next thing I know, it's time to get ready for work. And so this GLP-1 medication, it can have you getting that. I will say you will get bouts of energy. Well, at least I have. So ways to boost your energy, getting your steps in, 7,000 to 10,000 steps per day. I don't track my steps. That's going to be my phase 3. I consider myself in phase 2. Phase 3, when I take it up another notch, I probably will track my steps. I'm one of those people. I know you guys have gotten on me before, but I don't like to wear gadgets on my body. Like I barely want to wear earphones. I don't like wearing, that stuff close to my arms and all that. So I know that's the thing. Everybody loves those Apple Watches, the Fitbits and all that. That's not something I want to do right now. But eventually I'll graduate to that. I used to have a Fitbit years ago and used it at school and loved it. And then I just kind of got out of it and didn't want to do it anymore. So I figure I'm either exposing myself to little radiation. I'm already exposing myself listening to those ear pods. So I don't want to do double duty with that. But like I said, eventually I'll graduate up to that. You could try low impact workouts, walking, cycling, swimming. Swimming will be a good thing coming up with this nice weather, the spring and then summer. Spring is March 20th, by the way. And then we have summer coming up. So if you're not already in the pool and doing some things with water, that might be a good exercise to look into. Use a standing desk or take movement breaks. Well, one of the good things I've been doing is I've been taking movement breaks with my class. And I've always done it here and there. But because I got busy and my accountability partner, we got busy, we didn't meet up for like a week. And so one of the things I was doing is because I was so busy is I was doing exercise with my class. So I was boogieing and getting down. Another thing you could do is use a vibration plate exercise machine. And I have one of those. Is there anybody out there like me? I'm telling you, when I have a gym in here, I have a gym in my house. I have a treadmill It's a good one too. I have a vibration plate, and I'm sorry, vibration plate. I haven't been vibrating on that thing. I have a stepper. I have one of those weighted balls where you twist and turn and get the ball. I have that. I have like a regular big old beach ball that you are really, you could do all kind of exercises on it, but it was like for your core, your abs. I have that. I have, weights. I have those weights you put on your arms and hands, like the weighted weights. I have so when you're doing like your kickboxing and punches, it helps to build muscle faster. So it's like it's more convenient than holding an actual weight. I have those. I have the ones you put on your ankles. I have a stepper. You know how you have those, you go up the step. I have that. So I had everything I needed to work out, but just the motivation, I guess, and the follow through, consistency to do it. So I have all those too. So in the summer, I'm going to be pulling those babies out. And I say the summer, spring, because I'm doing 4 days a week right now. I don't know that I'll fit that in, but I said once Lent is over and I go into my spring break, I'm going to add something else on that I'm not doing. So that's how I'm kind of breaking it down, like establishing a plan for myself. Yeah, I don't know if you guys want to try that vibration plate. I love mine. I have mine in the description if you want to try it. The times that I've gotten on it, I just haven't been consistent with it, right? That's the only thing that's an issue. All right, so number 5 is to review your medication dosage. So now we get to the part where people usually skip. I see a lot of times people skip step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they get anxious. I'm not losing. I've only lost 1 pound. They start comparing, and people skip to this step right away. So some people don't respond to the lower doses. We know that. I thought this was interesting. They say the optimal dose for weight loss is often 10 milligrams, which I'm on, or 15 milligrams of Mounjaro and Zepbound. Now, I don't talk to everybody in the world, but the people I talk to, for some reason, love 12.5. So I don't know what it is, but I was surprised to see that. So I know many people who say their sweet spot and their sweet dose and the medication that works for them was that 12.5, which I'm not on that yet. So I'm just excited to see if I ever get there. Because I may not need to go there, but if I get there, I'm anxious to see how I feel on it. But if you're on a lower dose, and I don't know, Butterfly, if you said what dose you were on, but if you're on a lower dose, 2.5, 5, 7.5, and you're not losing weight, talk to your doctor about increasing it. So the lower doses, remember, is 2.5, 5, 7.5. So if you're not losing, but remember, we said give it about 3 good months and tweak these other things we talk about before you do that. I think that's important to tweak things. So some other consideration, you could be insulin resistant, or you could have some other medical conditions. So we know if you have PCOS, hyperthyroidism, or insulin resistance, your weight loss could be slower. So you got to get checked out for that. Okay, you're on 5 milligrams. Okay. So I don't know if you've been checked out for any of these things, PCOS, your symptoms cause a problem with your, it's the woman's hormones. It affects your ovaries. And so I know a lot of people who've gone to the doctor and didn't know they had PCOS, discovered they had it. And it also can affect your weight loss. So, you want to make sure you're aware of that and what the doctors can do to help you with that. If you have a hypothyroid or hypothyroidism, as they call it, it happens when your thyroid gland makes too much of the thyroid hormone. And if you ever I'm sure you've probably heard of the overactive thyroid. That's what this is. Now you can have the opposite effect, but the hypo one really affects your weight loss. Now, being insulin resistance, that's when your cells become sensitive to insulin, and as a result, your body needs more insulin to lower your blood sugar levels. And I would imagine a lot of us probably have that insulin resistance going on. As we're losing, though, we're reversing, getting better with that. So what you could do, I thought this was interesting, to ask your doctor for these tests. So I know a lot of people get the kind of like the standard routine, but ask your doctor to test your thyroid. I did have my thyroid checked years ago. And so I know it wasn't my thyroid that I was having all these issues. So you get the TSH, you could ask for the T3 and the T4. So go in there and tell your doctor you want that thyroid test, TSH, T3, T4. Get your insulin checked, get your A1C. A1C is kind of standard. Like most doctors, imagine, are going to do that. Get your cortisol levels checked. Some doctors aren't going to do some of those other things, that other tests on here. And I know my doctor, when I asked her for some extra tests, she was like, "Oh, your insurance isn't going to cover it," and I was okay with that because I wanted to know. So be prepared for that. Your insurance may not cover it. You may have to, kick in some money for something a little extra, but it's worth it, right? Because knowledge is power, and you can do something about it once you know. And number 7 is managing that stress and sleep. So we talked about this before on this channel. Cortisol, which is our stress hormone, can increase belly fat, and slow your weight loss down. And then this is something that has been like a plague for me, is this poor sleeping, which affects your metabolism and it increases your cravings. And there's a scientific reason why, but I mean, even if I'm just thinking of common sense, I see why when you're up and you're not asleep and you're up and walking around. I told you I get a burst of energy. Sometimes, or I would eat on this GLP-1. I don't eat, but I probably could, just because I'm up and, you think you're hungry because you're up and one thing I don't like to do is eat and go to bed or lay back down. So I've never had what do people get, heartburn? I don't think I've ever experienced heartburn or acid reflux or any of that, because I don't like to eat and go to sleep. So you guys know I cut off my eating at 7:30. If it's past 7:30, that's when that protein shake, I'll grab that, because I don't want to have like that heaviness on my stomach. So that has helped me. But getting that sleep, I try to get 6 to 8 hours, but 7 to 9 hours is what we should be getting every night. Limit late night eating. I don't eat late night at all. But I used to eat late, and I made sure I didn't go back to bed. I was up after I ate because I never wanted to lay down. But I gotta work on that sleep, and then try stress management things like meditation, deep breathing, and journaling. And so, I would venture to say, if you're journaling things, I think that's a great thing to do. Meditation and journaling. Deep breathing. I saw this guru on YouTube. I forget his name. He's like some doctor that I feel like he came out of nowhere. I have to remember to bring his name maybe next week. And he talks about like grounding. I've heard people talk about that too, like going outside. He says, go outside as soon as you get sunlight, wherever you live. And he says, walk outside, and, even though the sun may not be beating down, just that sunrise and that daylight is going to really do something to your body, open you up to all the great things that nature has to offer. And he talks about grounding, which is, walking with no shoes on and letting your feet feel the ground. And he said that really, kind of calms you, centers you, and it really is what your body needs, like that interaction with nature that a lot of us don't get. And I know for me, I'm not connected with nature in that way. So if you know me, I'm not connected with nature because I'm trying to stay in the house and that whole thing. But I will say, have you guys noticed that since it's been light out, that daylight savings time, we sprang forward, I feel so much more energetic. I feel so much more just like happier and more upbeat. Like I feel like I have a pep in my step because of the sunlight. So it's amazing what sunlight and light will do. It's amazing. So I guess the more you can get out and get a hold of that is going to only benefit us on this weight loss journey. And number 8, be honest about taking the medication properly. Now, this one I love. I love that, because I think sometimes, and I know you guys hear it too, and this is not to beat anybody up, because I think we've all been guilty of it. But, taking that medication at the same time each week, I think because we have so much freedom, Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk, and I don't really see like they have a strict regimen. You got to take now. When I was on Ribelsis, I take that back because I was on Ribelsis, that pill form, and it wasn't a strict time, but you had to take it on an empty stomach. You had to swallow the medication. It was a pill. It's a pill form of Ozempic. You had to take that with 8 ounces of water. So that was kind of like a structure to it. But I feel like these medications, you have so much freedom in what day you choose and, what time you choose. But we also have to be consistent with, thinking about, remember Dr. Dan talked about how your body is on a rhythmic schedule. And so just like everything else with order, with structure, you kind of have to get your medications like that. Not skipping the doses I think it's a big thing, or stretching them out. Now we know people are, skipping doses and stretching them out under the care of your doctor. I think that's great. I think if your doctor you talk to your doctor about that, and I don't know if I think it's great or not, because I don't know. I don't know, what if they've been studying that. That's a new thing, that they're allowing people to do now, or they're saying that's okay. So I'm pretty sure more studies will come out about that. But I think if you're under the care of your doctor and they say you can skip the dose or stretch them out, especially if you're with the endocrinologist or a weight loss doctor, I think go with that. I think that's, I think that's great. But just like for me, if I just say, oh, I don't want to take it tonight, I'll wait till this weekend. For what? What would be my reason? I'm just going to stick to it. Even if I'm saying, oh, my appetite is so suppressed, I think I'm just going to skip it. Or what if this weekend I was going on vacation and I'm like, I want to enjoy my food. I'm just going to skip the medication. I think we have to not do that, right? I think we have to not get in the habit of skipping the medication, and I think we have to stick to a routine and a schedule. And really, consistency over time is what makes most people successful, right? It's people doing things consistently over time. It's funny because you can have somebody that's the most smartest, talented, intellectual. I've met these people, smart, talented, intellectual, but they weren't consistent, right? They were doing this and then they were here. They're kind of scattered, right? They're all over the place. And people that have scattered thinking like that, we've had some successful people, some scientists and a lot of people. So, it's not to say that you won't succeed, but most successful people will tell you, consistency over time. And, when other people were sleeping, they were working. They were working. They were working. They were figuring things out. They were figuring out what they want to do. So when everybody else, in other words, gave up, they kept going. And I always think about the late great Kobe Bryant when he says, he was, always a good basketball player, and he was the best at, some points on his team. And everybody else would go, all the other guys would go to the club and hang out and, be socializing. And when they left, he was still there practicing. Everybody went and did their thing, came back, and guess who was there before everybody got there? He was still there. And they always said to him, they would say to him, you dude, you're good. Why are you still in here practicing? What are you doing? And he says he wants to stay that way, right? He wants to stay that way. So he was consistent. So even though he got to the top, and that kind of reminds me, and then when I say the top of his game, so that kind of reminds me of, the people that are in maintenance. People think like, oh, you're in maintenance, you've made it. Well, no, you got to stay there, right? You got to stay in maintenance. You got to continue to do that. And so to me, I think it's probably even more tough when you're in maintenance to stay at that top level, right? Because first of all, the pressure's on, right? Everybody knows you dropped, you lost weight, and you might have that pressure within yourself. And then also now you're in a new body and you're trying to figure out what works for you. And so I give those people in maintenance a lot of credit, that can maintain this loss. So I think that's pretty cool. All right. So, and finally, it says, if you're not losing after 3 to 6 months, these are some things we want to do to just sum it up. We want to, and I'm going to go in the chat after this. So we're going to track our food, right, to ensure we're in a calorie deficit. We're going to increase that protein. We're going to strength train. And I'm going to give myself a check because I'm doing number one. Well, I'm going to say, since I've switched my diet, I haven't done as much. I'm in catch-up mode. So I'm going to give myself grace. So you guys give me grace too. I just went grocery shopping and got my groceries yesterday. So, but I'm on it though. I'm going to be tracking that this weekend, getting my plans together. But I still am packing my lunch every day. I know what I'm eating, and I don't really think I'm eating 1590 though. I don't, or how much now I got to scale it back to 1548. So I may have to add some things into my diet because I don't think I'm eating enough calories. But I could be wrong. So you always say that when you actually keep track of it. That's why you got to keep track. You can't go with that intuitive eating until you know exactly what you're eating. And I don't yet, right? Because I just switched my diet. So, but I have increased my, where I'm working on increasing my protein and strength training. And, one of the things that stood out to me, I've talked to a couple of doctors in the last month. I would say by 4 different doctors, and 2 of them were on my channel, and interviewing. And one of the things that stood out is they say, do what you can do. Don't beat yourself up. I'm supposed to have 148 grams of protein and I'm only eating 100. Well, guess what? You probably weren't eating 100 before you got on this weight loss journey, right? Or before you changed your lifestyle habits, or before you start taking the GLP-1. So I feel like if you were eating 80 before and now you're eating 100, that's a win. If you were eating 100 before and now you're eating 102, that's a win. And set a goal to do a little bit more each time. And that's what I'm doing. I'm giving myself grace. I'm setting a goal to get more protein in, and I'm going to get there, right? I might not get there tomorrow, but eventually I'm going to do that. Be sure you're on the right dose of your medication. So that was something I would consult with the doctor about. Check for underlying medical conditions. I think that that's so important because a lot of times when we're not losing, it could be other things going on as well. So you just want to make sure you check for that. Get your sleep together. Improve that sleep and stress management. Manage that stress. That's what you have to do. You got to manage that stress. Stress management is easier said than done, because how many times have you been, um, handling stress, thinking everything is great, and then there comes another bump in the road, right? So we kind of have to always manage that stress. And if you've done all these things and you're still not losing weight, talk to your doctor about other possible causes or adjustments. So there we have it. There we have it. There we have it. Things that we could do when we're in a stall or we're on a plateau, besides the first thing we want to run to is titrating up. So I want, if that's something that you've been doing before, let's stop doing that, right? Let's stop doing that. And so let's go in the chat. What are you guys saying in the chat? I missed all these great comments. I'm going to try to scroll back up and see what you guys are saying. Okay. Let's talk to Kitchen Wizard. Okay, now I know she says something about her stall. So Turtle Diary says adding movement got through the 30-pound stall. At 40 pounds, you start to track your food. And did you notice? I know I watch your channel. You notice the improvement once you start tracking. But the question is, are you still tracking? Are you? Lakeisha changed what she was doing. I've been on 5 milligrams for 6 months now, and you're still using. Very good. So you didn't titrate up. You changed what you were doing. And I think that's a message that I wanted to send tonight. I guess I'm so close to my goal. Yes, yes, yes. And that is wonderful. So where did you start, Butterfly? You may have said that and I didn't see it. So what was your starting weight? Or you could just tell us like how many pounds you've lost so far, so we could get an idea. But I think that's excellent. You're almost at your weight. That's excellent. And that's probably why your weight has slowed down. You're closer to the goal. And that always happens. The Turtle Diaries, she's on the, you're on the treadmill. Well, thank you for multitasking. Aren't women so good at multitasking? We're just the best at that. Jerlene K, the very first month, because I didn't change my eating habits. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and I wasn't even told to change my eating habits the very first month. I just was told this was going to suppress my appetite. Thank goodness for YouTube, because that's where I figure I put myself in YouTube University. Healthy Kitchen Wizard says, help Turtle. The closer you get, Mel says, to your prescribed determined goal, the slower the weight comes off. Exactly. That's what I was just saying too. That's what happens. You get to that goal. That body is like, oh no, you won't. And you're like, oh yes, I will. You got to be like Butterfly. Oh yes, I will. Oh my goodness. Yes, you're agreeing. Thanks, Mel B. I didn't know what was going on. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. I agree, says Taisha. I truly believe slow and steady is the way to go. I didn't start off that way, sadly. No, that's okay, but you leveled yourself out. Turtle Diaries, I just love this, love this, love this. You're at 18% in 46 weeks. I think that is excellent, excellent, excellent. Butterfly says, I'm glad I caught this live because I was trying to research about the stall today. I'm glad you too. That came in right on time. Oh my goodness. I love that. Kim J, Sweet Healthy Life says, hello. People are saying hello. Butterfly said, I did fall off my walking pad and I didn't work out twice this week. I'm sorry about that. So can that be the reason for no weight loss? Probably because you didn't get to work out like you were. Yeah, so whatever calorie deficit you were at, used to losing that weight, that those that walking probably shaved off some of those calories. And if you're not still shaving it off, that could explain it. I got this um I got this theory that um I'm not going to calculate in my walking into like how much more I can eat and things like that. I think it's good to have a bonus. And I think I get that from Weight Watchers too. At some point in their program, you can have like bonus points, and like it was for you to save and reserve almost when you're going out to dinner and stuff. So I never add in walking or exercise calories to my weight loss. I don't know if that's a great thing or not. I don't know. Debbie says it gets harder and harder to get off. I just kept adding new things to see what works. This is from a lady, Butterfly, that lost 207 pounds. She lost 207 pounds. So I would say she knows what she's talking about. And for her body, your body can be a lot different, but I think it's great, advice. And what she's telling you, it gets harder and harder to get off. And I've experienced that. I think most people have experienced that. The Turtle Diary says, honestly, Butterfly, the closer you get to your goal, you have to do movement and stay in a calorie deficit. Yeah, that calorie deficit is important. And in order to be in a calorie deficit, you have to know what you're eating. You have to know what you're eating. That's the thing. Mel says, I adjusted and I'm so happy I did. Lots of protein. And she's trying to get those arms together. We want to have some great arms, the Angela Bassett arms. Oh my goodness, you guys are saying hello. So, Cat, hey, Cat with that beautiful hat. Yes, portion size matters. I eat a divided kid's plate. That's smart. That's smart. So you're eating a smaller portion. I love that. I absolutely love it. Jenny, Jen. Hey, Jen, you're late, but you're here. Thank you for coming. Okay, Linda says, hey, Linda's Journey, how are you? She says, hi, ladies. Your start weight was 252. Currently, you're at 167.4. Your 1-year anniversary on Zepbound was February 26th. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. I was on 2.5 milligrams of Zepbound for 20 weeks and 5 milligrams currently. I used to count calories, but never could get it all in. All right. Very good. Very good. So you have lost. You have done a great job. Is that your goal weight? Are you at your goal weight, Miss Linda? So let's see. Somebody say, Miss Linda, you did that. That is awesome. That is awesome. Butterflies congratulate Miss Linda. Mel B, the COO, CCS says, beautiful ladies and gents. Will you guys please, I'm reading now like I didn't even know you were going to say that. But you please hit the like button and subscribe if you're not a subby. Yes, if you're out there watching, subscribe to the channel. Okay, thank you, Mel. Linda says, sorry, I have been missing the chats. My mom has been very sick. She is doing better now. Okay, we're going to send some prayers out for your mom. I'm glad you're back, and I'm glad she's better. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Jerlene says, great job, Linda. Everyone's saying hello. We wish your mom the best. I'm glad she's doing better. Yes, yes, yes. People are saying, Linda, prayers for your mom. Very good. Very good. Okay. All right. I love that. Oh, Jarlene. Jarlene is finally getting a DEXA scan. Very good. Good for you. So you have to let us know, Jarlene, how that works out for you. If you find out some good info. Linda says, I do line dancing when my mom is sleeping. I go to YouTube and learn new steps. What do you do when your taste buds just don't like or recognize anything that tastes good? I am struggling. Anybody, so for me, and I think you said something about the protein shake. I thought I looked over and saw that, but I could be wrong. But for me, that's when the protein shakes and bars come in handy. But let's see what other people are saying because I haven't had that problem. I have not. Hey, Dee Dee, I think it's the grams of protein for your goal body weight. No, no, I think it's your weight because let's see. So my goal weight. Now I was told that you should have 1 gram of protein. I've also heard somebody say 1 gram of protein for your goal weight. So like I use 175. So that would mean right, I would eat 170. Wouldn't that mean I would eat 175 grams of carbs? So let's see. So my goal weight. So I'm doing 0.6 times 175 and 105. No, that's too low. Not, it's your regular weight. It's not your goal weight. And I think that's what the slide said too. But yeah, 10 something. I know that's for a fact. That's low protein, especially if you're over 200 pounds and you're trying to gain muscle. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So yeah, my goal is 147. Butterfly says hers is 91.2. Okay, okay. Um, let's see. Mel, glad to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. You too. Always good to see you. Oh, that's so sweet. I love the positivity. Linda says, have you tried to eat 100 grams of protein and it was a struggle? I had to use protein drinks along with chicken, steak, and salmon. Yes, I was having a problem too with that. Protein. But you know what I ended up doing, Linda, is upping my protein at breakfast. So I start off with a big, a big amount of protein at breakfast time, and I think that has been helpful. But now I've given up the eggs. I don't know if I'll eat eggs or not. For right now, I don't want to do that because I'm trying to lower my LDL. But when I tell people what my cholesterol numbers are, they're like, girl, that's still good. So I'm like, people must have some crazy numbers for cholesterol. I'm not used to that. So it's all relative with what you're used to. But yeah, oh goodness gracious. So Nia is 98.4. Okay, all right. You guys must be in Wonderland too, right? Because I'm not in Wonderland yet. Um, that's why my count is up there a little bit more. Okay, she says, Linda, me too. I've been doing based on my goal and it's 108 per day. Okay, I think you should probably take it up a notch. I bet you if you took it up a notch, you'd be losing more because you wouldn't eat. You probably that take up they fill you up, you get fuller. You wouldn't eat, some of the sides that you're probably eating unless you're only eating veggies. Please be careful with the protein shake. They cause a lot of constipation for me. Okay. And one of the things I want to say is that you guys know I'm eating that plant-based diet is my focus. I gave up the meat, except for I am eating, salmon and tuna. And do you know I've been going to the restroom like every time I eat. So I am in Taisha's world. I am enjoying that. I just feel like, I don't have to take anything. So normally for me, like what day, if I get to day 2 and I haven't gone to the restroom, I will drink, or I will take Mango 7. If I don't take, and I'll also take sometimes instead of Mango 7, I will take Colace because that really like softens my poop. Because I don't know, do you guys have hard poop? My poop is so hard taking this medication, and so I had to soften it up, so that helps. But I haven't been constipated. Like every time I've eaten, literally, I've gone to the restroom since I've been eating more whole food. So I love that. I love that, and I'm thinking to myself, why would I ever stop this? Why? I ask myself. Definitely using the 0.6. Yes, yes, yes. Please be careful. Okay, I read that. Okay, what does Debbie say? I heard saunas are amazing to help with so many things. It's like a low impact workout, sweat all the toxins out too. Yes, and I have a friend that has one in her house. She actually teaches, with me. We don't, we're not on at the same grade level, but yeah, she has a sauna in her house and she's always in it. And that's what she says. That's she loves it. Absolutely loves it. All right, thanks, Debbie. 12.5 is that girl. LOL. I don't want to leave her. All right, very good. See, I'm not there yet. Butterfly says she's on 5 milligrams. I'm also on 5 milligrams butterfly. Simply Taisha said 5 milligrams is your friend. 2.5 and 5. Oh, it's popular. I'm on 5, says Nia. Linda says I have hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism. So what are you doing to treat that? And being on Mounjaro or Zepbound, I'm sure helps. So, but if you could tell us, share that. Butterfly says, I try injection in my stomach and always got bad side effects. I was up at 1 a.m. yesterday, sick on the stomach. You know, people do say that, especially if you're doing it in your stomach. You know what? Today, I should say, I am going to do my arm. So, and I think I'm going to do my left arms because, you know, my right arm is the hand I'm going to use to give it. So try that with me the next time. Do your arm. Do one of your arms or your thigh. Thigh doesn't work for me. Like I just don't care for my thigh at all. And then it bruised my thigh too. I bruised my thigh, and once I saw that bruise, I was over it. So I usually am rotating around the belly and the arm. So I'm gonna try my arm tonight and see how that works out. 10 milligrams. Butterfly says, Taisha, I know you said sometimes you lost less than a pound some weeks and you still on 5 milligrams. So Taisha, I mean, I'm sure she probably saw that. If not, maybe she could respond to that. Linda said, I had an overactive thyroid. Then after treatment, it became underactive. And the weight battle began for me at 21 years old. I'm so sorry about that. But that's okay because now you're conquering it. Jeez Louise, you are doing it. But we got to get you eating because you said you really haven't had a desire. And so you haven't titrated up or anything. Did that come all of a sudden or did it always start? Because I think you're only on 5, right? Like you haven't gone up past the 5. So was it always like that on 5 or is it something new that is happening over this, over this, what, 2 months? Because I remember maybe a month or so ago when you were in the chat, we were chatting. I don't remember you talking about this. So is this new? I hate 12.5. It does nothing for me. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Well, people love it. You're the first one I've heard say that it's doing nothing for them. And that would be me. I think I would be one of those people that everybody loves the 12.5. And I'm like, 12.5 is not keeping me alive. Okay, Geraldine says 5 milligrams, lost too much last month, 20 pounds. I would like to lose 8 to 10 pounds a month. You lost too much last month, 20 pounds. Wow, you were really in a calorie deficit for sure. So that just tells me you need to increase your calories then. If you don't want to lose that fast, you got to increase the calories. Mel B says exactly, DD, women over 40. Well, I'm going to go back to her and say that's just what it sounds like. Now, I don't know because I don't know all the facts, but I would definitely look at that calorie intake. And if you were eating under 1,200, I would raise that because that's a lot of pounds in a month. Let's look at that. 20 pounds in 1 month. Wow, that's a lot. No, I mean, and that's not nothing bad, but you just want to make sure you're losing at a safe pace. Exactly, Dee Dee. Women over 40 should definitely have a full hormone panel, which includes your thyroid. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Butterfly says, me too, Diva. I need to get back to journaling. It was like inner healing for me. Yes. And then, what I love about it is going back and seeing what your thoughts were. You can see like this is really how I was feeling and what was going on and what I was thinking about. I think that's great. Lately, I've been getting adequate sleep at night, so I've been taking mini naps. I haven't been getting, I'm sorry, adequate sleep at night. I've been taking mini naps during the day. For now, I'd rather do that than be sleep deprived. Okay, very good, very good. Taisha, I often take naps too and feel more rested during the day. All right, very good. I don't get a chance to take a nap. So I miss my naps. Taisha, that's a great idea. I might have to try that. Yes, getting those naps in. I take naps too, Taisha. The Lord, I'm praying for the ability and the time to nap. Yes, yes, yes. Pray for me too, because I don't get it. But I feel like once I get home from work, I'm just on the go, go, go. It's always something to do, something to do. And I wish I would have appreciated them more when I was younger. Yeah, me too. Me too. These are good strategies, DD. Habit stacking, much. Yes, habit stacking. Yes, yes, yes. And so, habit stacking is, she says, team habit stack. Yes. And habit stacking is, perfect. And I teach my third graders that, this is what you need to do to be successful. We need to do A, B, and C. And, you do one, and then, you get one down, and then you add the other one. You get one down, and then you add the other one. So that's really what that is. Those are great strategies. And like I said, my third graders are learning that. Butterfly says, I forgot. And my daughter also, she's second grade. She knows some habit stacking. I forgot I was doing strict training, and that could have slowed my weight loss due to gaining muscle along with the increase in protein. Yes, yes, yes. And I think that is so important. I think that is a great trade-off. I know you want to get to your goal. You will get there. You just probably won't get there as fast as you want to. But building that muscle is going to be so worth it. And you're going to be burning calories when you're just chilling, watching YouTube, whatever you're doing, you're going to be burning because that muscle is going to burn that fat. So you guys are saying, yes, yes, yes. Pretty sure I got that term habit stacking from you, Taisha. Hi, Butterfly. Have you done a DEXA scan? It's so telling. I need to do a DEXA scan. I used to beat myself up for falling asleep before my last meal. Oh, so you wouldn't eat the last meal, you would fall asleep, or would you wake up in the middle of the night and eat it? Mel B, I did at the beginning, and I need to do another one. Oh, okay, so that's great. You have something to compare yours to. Beverly, hey Beverly, look at you with that beautiful profile pic. I love it. I love it. Jerlene, amen for grace. Amen for grace. Yes, yes, yes. And you got to give yourself grace. I always say that, we give everybody else grace. And when it comes to ourselves, we're our own worst critics. And, I'm learning too, but not to be that, right? I'm going to be the support for myself that I am for everybody else. Oh, my starting weight was 203, and I'm currently at 152.8. I love that 0.8. That 0.8 is like hanging there like, yes, notice me. I love it. I love it. We're going to give you a 153. Great job. Great job. Oh, I love that for you. I think that's awesome. So you got in that wonderland, and like you're in it, cruising around on vacation in that wonderland. Mel B says, stress. Can I say we should be unapologetic about staying away from people, situations that cause stress and cortisol increase, even those I love? Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, but that you get flack when you stay away or you want to kind of distance yourself. So are you going to be explaining to people what you're doing, or you're just going to take a back seat and not say a whole lot to those people stressing you out? I have to minimize or retain or refrain, I think, from not to bring it your way. Yes, 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 yes. Butterfly Mel says, awesome. I am agreeing with her. What view, Mel B? Yes, that's a whole message about stressful people. Butterfly is saying thank you. Nia is congratulating you. Miss Linda, Beverly is saying congratulations. You guys probably see that. You guys are all in the chat. Linda says not at goal yet, weight yet, but still, but consider overweight. Okay, yeah. Well, it's so funny because it's like you lost. I know people who've lost a ton of weight, and they were like, "I'm not morbidly obese. I'm just obese." So you're all excited. You didn't lost 100 pounds, and you're still considered obese. It's like it's craziness. People are saying hello, 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 congratulations. Yay, Jerlene, so much useful data. Yeah, for the DEXA scan, I'm pretty sure. Everyone's saying awesome, Jerlene. Yes, I'm like 70 years young. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. I love that. 70 years young. Great data. Perfectly, Pamela. Sweet Tea got me on that Mago 7. It's a lifesaver. I love it. That's all I've really used. King Darium. Good evening, DDN community. Hey, King Darium, how are you? How are you? So Darium says, you all are doing such a great job. We are trying. Miss Linda, protein coffee, 10 grams, or make coffee with Fairlife milk, 13 grams. Add some Premier protein, 1/4 cup equals 10 grams equals 33 grams for just coffee. Beverly is coming in like Michael Jordan with that Three-pointer for the win. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, that's a great way to get all that protein in your one drink. Let's say that again. So, your coffee gives you 10 grams, or make coffee with Fairlife milk. That's going to add 13 grams. I feel like we need like a cha-ching. Add some Premier Protein Shake. 1/4 of a cup is 10 grams, and that is going to give you 33 grams with just coffee. And you haven't even eaten a morsel. Oh my goodness. All right. Darium, thank you for that. Beverly, thank you. Beverly, we love that. Darium says, wait, Mel B, I have 300 grams of protein per day. What do you really? Are you just saying that? What is going on? I started out with the thigh injection and always lost weight rapidly. Okay, all right, very good. Yes, I take levonorthoxine every day for the rest of my life. Oh man, okay. Well, wait. I'm sorry. Let's go back to butterfly. She started off with the thigh injection and she always lost weight with the thigh. Wow, very good. That just goes to show you how different we all are. I love that. So if you were losing on the thigh, why did you go to your belly? Because I know you, and I know you. Maybe you felt like you had used up your thigh injection sites. I don't know, but what made you switch? I would have stuck with the thigh, back and forth, all around that thigh we go, back and forth. Beverly says you guys can also try Smooth Move tea. You could drink it at night. You could put a little lemon in it. You go in the morning, sold in your grocery store or Amazon. So it's called Smooth Move tea. Have you guys ever heard of that? You could drink it at night. Smooth Move tea. Okay, thank you for that. I've never heard of Smooth Move tea. Beverly says, or if all else fails, you could drink warm prune juice. You'll go in the morning. Okay, yeah. Prune juice, though, that's going to give you some carbs and sugary part to it, though, too. But I mean, it's, you want to go the restroom, you want to go. Linda is still on 5 milligrams. Okay, my doctor will not move me to the next dose if I'm still losing weight on the 5 milligrams. And isn't that so funny? So, and I'm always up in here, like I'm up in close and personal. But isn't that so funny how some doctors want to titrate you up? Maybe it's insurance. I don't know. Every 4 weeks. I've heard people say it's not their insurance, it's their doctor. But I know it's also regulated by insurance. But it's so funny that her doctor is like, okay, well, as long as you're losing, you can stay on 5. I actually, I actually love that. I love that for that doctor is doing that. Okay, very good. Beverly, thanks. I do green tea every morning and it helps me go every day. Okay, very good. Green tea. All right, that tea. I'm on Wegovy. I'm on the second loading dose, 0.5. I'm 23 weeks in, 38 pounds down. I weigh in again tomorrow. Okay, very good. You're doing awesome. I remember we had a talk with you and you were thinking about switching to Zepbound. And I know our advice to you was to stay on that Wegovy until you're not losing. And look at you. You are cruising, my friend. Cruising. I love it. Bev, how about electrolytes in the morning? I use Element for fatigue. Okay. And I still like my Element. I'm all up in my element. Oh wait, she says, wait. I must have skipped down some. I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh, I'm already at the end. Okay, wait. Let me see. Oh, I missed a couple. Wait. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. So let's see. Okay. Fatigue at night is killing me, Bev says. I've been using magnesium cream, not sure working. I was taking tablets too before the cream. Okay, but you're saying it's not working, huh? Oh my goodness. Fatigue at night. But aren't you going to bed? Like if you're tired going to bed, isn't that okay? I don't know. Maybe you got something going on at night that you need to be up. But if I was tired at night, I would just go to bed. But you probably aren't sleeping. That's probably the thing. Yes, I do couldn't eat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that can't eat thing is so frustrating, isn't it? Beverly, try lime in your water. Try lime in your water. Okay, butterfly. Oh, that's a good suggestion. King Darium, she says probably not. Beverly, you're welcome. Also, check your lab results for B12. Yes, B12 gives you that energy as well. Vitamin D is another thing you should have checked if you haven't. King Durham, is 300 your ideal weight? It's my constant weight, he says. I agree. Protect your peace. It's me, Taisha comes in with that. Protect your peace. Mel B says, my doctor shared with me that I should get 1 gram of protein for every 1 pound of ideal weight. I'm at goal, so I try, but it ain't easy. So yeah, that's what I was saying. A doctor would, I've heard doctors say that 1 pound for your goal weight. So my goal weight is if it's 175, I need to eat 175 basically. So sweet tea, I don't know. I think you might need to calculate your protein. Because I feel like for you, 100 is not enough. I think you might have said 102. I don't think that's enough, but what do I know? I'm not a doctor. I'm not. I'm just going off experience and what my research tells me. All right, congrats, butterfly. I don't like the taste, Beverly. I've tried it. Okay, you kind of have to like it. Mel, I crack her up. What am I saying? I've lost all of my 37 pounds so far, only in the thigh. I've never injected anywhere else in 23. Only in the thigh. The thigh is no lie. Well, for me, it doesn't work. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that thigh with me is just, and we are not friends. I don't know what it is, Um, Nia says, Dee Dee is hilarious. I'm always hitting the laughing icon on the side. And I don't even know what I'm saying. That's funny, but I'll take it. Boy, Beverly, thank you. Okay, all right. Beverly's helping. Yes, ma'am. The active ingredient in Smooth Move is senna. Oh, and I've heard of senna tea, right? Isn't there a senna tea? All right, Taisha, with the come in with the smooth mood. That sounds like so like, like I feel like, I feel like I need to be like on a date when I drink that kind of tea. Smooth mood, but maybe not. Is it making you go to the restroom or is it making you go to sleep? Either one you don't want on a date. So maybe I'm going to retract that statement. All right. My dietitian told me, wait, I'm sorry, butterfly. I tried the stomach to try to see if I could lose more after the stall. Okay, that makes sense. So you switched up your rotation, which is a good strategy to switch up your injection site. Okay. My dietitian told me about the Smooth Move tea. Okay, I got to get to that nutritionist, dietitian. I don't know what they're called. I was supposed to make that phone call today and did not. Um, Bev, how about electrolytes in the morning? I think I read that. Yeah, I like the electrolytes. I just don't drink a whole packet. I drink 1 packet for the week. So like tonight, I'm taking my injection. So tomorrow at work, I will be drinking Element, but just a little bit of it. I don't drink the whole, shebang. All right. My thigh works for me, yes. And I say whatever's working, you keep it. Mark is saying Mango 7 for me. Mango 7 for the win. He came in like Michael Jordan and get that slam dunk with that Mango 7. I love that. That's what I use. I'm telling you, that works. When I take that Mango 7, Mark, I'm going to the restroom within 12 hours. Like I'll say 12 hours, but it's been shorter than that. But you know what works better than Mango 7 is this plant-based diet. Beverly says, I use electrolytes in the morning too. I use liquid IV or sometimes I use the Element as well. Okay, very good. So you're getting those electrolytes in. I've never tried liquid IV. I said I was going to try that at some point. Linda is saying she used Element. I love the Chipotle Element. It's spicy. Oh my gosh. Water check, says Darium. Water check. I'm happy Mango 7 is working for you. Yeah, Darium, do you have something you use or do you not have constipation where you would need to get something? Linda, Mel says she hasn't tried it, but she will. DD, before the medication, I had a hard time sleeping at night, and now on the medication, I feel like it's worse. Did you have a Friday night flashback? Because I was kind of getting to to that. I tried melatonin, but I don't like how I feel when I wake up. Yeah, me either. Is that a thing? Oh my gosh, for some reason I feel so sluggish when I take melatonin. I don't even take it because I don't like the way it makes me feel. Um, Wow, that's so funny. We have that connection with that melatonin. Linda, look at that beautiful profile pic and smile. Thigh injection work, but not worth the pain for me. Okay. So yeah, and that's the only place I really well, you know what? I take that back. I think I did see a bruise on my arm. The belly, no. I've never gotten the belly is the best place for me. I never had a bruise. I never felt like, oh, this is why did I give myself an injection here? Even if I didn't lose, I still felt that suppression and, all the things that you're supposed to feel. Mel B says, no smooth move on a date, Didi. That's what I was like. It sounds so like, you need it on a date. But then I thought about it. It was like, oh, no, that'd be the last date for you. It's definitely a laxative stimulant tea. Yes, but I'm going to look for that smooth move. I think I want to try that. She says, Simply Tay says, you can also try Senna gummies. Okay, okay. And I have some, what do you call those gummies? Apple cider vinegar gummies. I said I was going to start taking those. I have some fiber whale gummies I haven't taken. I used to take 2 in the morning and 2 at night, and it didn't really move me. Like that Mago 7 comes in swinging, and getting the job done. Those fiber gummies, I feel like they're just, I don't know, hanging on by a thread. I don't know how many you need to eat to get some action, but 2 like they recommend, it didn't work for me. Butterfly says, I told my doctor I'm concerned about coming off the meds and regaining all the weight due to menopause that caused constant weight gain. He's concerned about taking me off too due to being pre-diabetic. So so you were probably pre-diabetic when you started. Are you still pre-diabetic? And I would maybe drop down because I think you said you were on 5. So maybe if you drop down to the 2.5 for maintenance and try that. For somebody told me, and I don't know if this is true, if you're in maintenance you might know more than I do, but somebody told me when you're in maintenance, they like to give you 6 months to see if, and this is if you're a diabetic or pre-diabetic, to see if you can maintain, for 6 months. Because I thought, what's going to happen to me when I reach my goal or my A1C is lower? Are they just going to boot me off? And somebody says, no, they allow you to maintain it. But I do agree with some people that say if the medication is the reason why your A1C is controlled, what's going to happen when it's not? Well, what I would say to that is type 2 diabetes is, you know, not not necessarily I guess it is reversed or goes into remission with lifestyle changes. So if you're continuing those lifestyle changes, hopefully you will see, your A1C you know, stay under control. So I don't know. This will be interesting to see. And I'm here for it. I'm here to document it all. This will be interesting to see. So can you imagine me in 1 year? Like what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I think somebody talked about this in a video. Taisha, I think she might have talked about it. Your future self, I think she said. Hey Mark, great interview on the downsize. It was a great interview. I really enjoyed that interview too. Um, Perfectly Pamela says, I use Element 2, the chili mango. It's my favorite. Okay, okay. I didn't like all those flavors. I'm the watermelon girl. I love the watermelon, but I think to me, that Element watermelon, that's going to be hard to beat. If anybody can beat that, I would love to know what flavor so I could go out and try it at some point because I want to do a comparison. It's Darium said constipation higher in a long-term relationship. Mago 7 does nothing. I don't want to be too loud because I might wake up my daughter, but I felt that for me. Even taking 5 tabs. Oh my gosh. I will take milk of magnesia or magnesium citrate bottle when things get bad. Okay, okay. So just that isolated one, it helps you when things get bad. Wow. Well, we always say we're all different. You're the first person I think I've heard saying that it doesn't work for them. So now, is this my girl coming out of the bushes? She said, hey, 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 are we having fun tonight doing smooth moves? No, ma'am, no, ma'am. Jeez Louise. Like, I had no idea what that smooth moves was. Darium says, "What's up, Mia? Come out of the bushes with the funny moments. You guys are so fun." Funny. Okay. Oh, so you're saying it's Jerlene is saying hi to Mia. Linda is saying sorry, it's chili mango. Okay, what perfectly Pamela said. All right, belly for me. Did thigh once, did nothing for me. Yeah, it's the belly. I'm with you. I'm with that belly. That thigh didn't really do a thing for me either. It really didn't. Um, Mel said, Mel is the COOCCS is saying that the crews are here. I love it. Mia is here. Now, Butterfly says, I'm normal now. The 2.5 stopped working for me. Okay, so, but I'm saying when you get down to that maintenance, when your doctor's trying to figure out what you're going to do, you might not need to stay on the 5, is what I'm saying. You might could go down when you get to your goal. But some people stay on the 5 too. So I think if you stay on the 5, that might work. I'm getting hotter and hotter as the time goes on. What is going on? Okay. All right. What is going on with me? And I'm getting hot. I was freezing. I mean, when I say I was freezing all day. Now I'm getting hot. It's these lights. Mel says, yes, she sure enough will be moving on that day. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness. That's right, dearie. I'm jumping right out of the bushes. This is gonna be so funny. When I go on my first date, after I've been talking about I'm single and ready to mingle, I'm like, I'm gonna be running in here to tell it. Like, tell it all. Guys, don't forget there's Miralax out there too. Yeah, you know what? I never tried Miralax. Does that work for everybody? Butterfly says I used to have control of my weight and lost 35 pounds on my I think she meant in 2023. Then later that year, the menopause kicked in and the weight came back. Each week I had no control until Zepbound, thank God. And I'm gonna tell you, I was having this conversation with one of my besties earlier today, and she is ran track in college. She's had 2 children, but even then, she had a pregnancy weight where she got up there. But she's always been thin, like thin, in shape, eating, healthy, exercising. And that menopause has, and a perimenopause, I don't think she's in menopause yet, but perimenopause has kicked in. That menopause weight is coming on, and that change in life is kicking in. And so she's trying to figure out what she's going to do. But this is so funny. Simply Taisha, her sister became a vegan and lost a ton of weight. And what is the name of that book she told me she read? I'll text it to you. But she said that she probably will read this book and try to, she just needs to do something. So I told her about a GLP-1 and I told her to do some research. And so we're going to really try to figure out, where she should go. But so many women experience that, you're floating along, doing your thing and all that. And all of a sudden, like a record scratch, that perimenopause kicks in and you don't know what happened. And I was just telling her, Butterfly, I'm like, people try to warn me. They told me when you get 30. Now, when I say warn, it's nothing you could do. I mean, you can't stop yourself from turning 50. But, when you turn 50, it's like all of a sudden, it's like your body does a change. And I noticed it in my late 40s. I started to notice some changes, but I'm telling you, when I hit 50, it just it is a wake up call. So I don't know. I don't know if you're over 50. You look like you're in your 30s or 20s. So, you're looking good. So if you're already in menopause looking like that, I'll take it. But yeah, it's just a thing. It's just a thing. And if you can avoid any of these symptoms, I know perimenopause it's no joke. It is no joke. How you can avoid it, I don't know. I guess some women do, right? Because we're all different. But geez Louise. It's like if I had a younger guy, is he gonna understand all these things going on with my 52-year-old body? Mia is ready to turn up. It's not Friday yet, girlfriend. Yeah, so Mia, you have to come on Friday because on Friday we're talking about dating gone wrong. I might be scared to stay at my house talking about this, but yeah, we're talking about now. I may have some guys that could come on here on Friday. I'm thinking it's going to be down the road, but I might have a pop-up here on Friday, a guy. So we might change the topic, but what I'm planning on talking about is dating horror stories. And Lord knows, if you've been in our Friday night chats, we've heard some good ones already. And I want to know what to avoid, what to avoid. And Mark has, I don't think Mark has come Friday, but Mark, if you haven't come Friday, you have to come. Because I say, even if you're married, help a girl out. Like, what should I be looking for? What should I avoid? And not just me, so many of you say that. My mom got remarried later in life, and she used to always say, I'm not getting married again. I'm not getting married again. She just didn't want to do it. That divorce, she didn't want to go through, even the thought of another divorce, which she didn't, but she got remarried. You just never know when love is going to hit you. And usually it's the people who say, I'm not getting married, I'm done, I'm not. Those are the people that end up, here comes the bride, here comes the bride. Those are the ones that are getting married. I'm just saying, it could be you. Mia says, I use Ultima. All those mock-teeny flavors are my fave. Peach Bellini, apple teeny, strawberry margarita, cherry pomegranate, or watermelon. They help you with the side effects. You said you have high blood pressure, so salt is limited. Okay, I've never heard of Ultima. Okay, all right. You guys are dropping some gems. I love it. I love it. All right, Darium says, did everyone hit the thumbs up button? We have 35 folks, 22 likes. Yes, like the video, like the video. Did I even like my own video? I don't know. I got to hit that like button. He told me, Butterfly says he wants to keep me on the 5 milligrams once I'm at my goal. Okay, so yeah, so not go down. Okay, very good. Well, good luck to you. You're so close. You're so close. You got to stay connected so we can know what's going on with you. Butterfly sounds familiar to me, girl. Yes, a lot of people are maintaining on that 5, not even the 2.5. Well, I don't know if you're allowed to, though, right, with Eli Lilly, because they consider that just the starting dose. So maybe that's why so many people hover on that 5. Green tea and Miralax, Jolene says, okay, that sounds like a winning combo to me. Beverly says, remember, GI doctor used to use Miralax, a large dosage, in order to clean out for the colonoscopy. I know they use other things now, but Miralax used to be the one. Yes. My doctor had me taking Docalax. I don't know if you know what that is, and drinking a Gatorade. So that's what I took when I did mine. And now that was maybe 4 years ago. I was 45 or 46, so it was longer than that. Yeah. Perfectly Pamela says, same here, Butterfly, that menopause ain't no joke. It is not, it is not, it is not. It is not. Mia says, hello, Jerlene, Miss Beverly, boss lady. Mark is saying, thanks, Mel. Beverly says, by the way, Thursday, March 20th, I go for my colonoscopy. Oh, like Jerlene. Jerlene just had one and got a clean bill of health coming back with that colonoscopy. They told me to return in 5 years, so here we are. Pray for me because I hate that solution. Okay, all right, let me write that down so I can put it in my little memory bank here. All right, March 20th, we're going to say some prayers for you, but, I already know everything's going to go great. You got this, Bev. It's going to be all good. All good. I love that. I love when people are doing preventative health care. Preventative health care. Consider it preventative health care. And, that's one of the reasons why women tend to outlive men, because men don't go to the doctor. And men who are married tend to outlive men that are not. And I see why, because we have those wives saying, I'm making you an appointment. You got to go to that doctor. So, another message for tonight is preventative health care is key, especially, when people have access to insurance and don't ever use it. We don't want to do that anymore, right? Don't you do that. Go to that doctor, show up, get that preventative health care, so it can stay preventative, right? It can stay in that preventative mode. Well, I love that for you, Beverly. It's gonna be all good. Thursday, March 20th is the first day of spring, so I know you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Spring's coming in, and so is your colonoscopy coming back. You with a clean bill of health. Butterfly says, Pamela, I hate menopause. Yes, yes, yes. You guys don't even look like you should be in menopause. Jeez Louise. I look the same as my pic. It's in my jeans. I'm 61. No way. No way. One day on a Friday, I'm going to tell this story. A recent interaction I had. And so, yeah, one of these days, Beverly, you got to come to our Friday show because the Butterfly, well, I'll call you Beverly, the bees. Butterfly, you have to come to this Friday night dating show one night, and I have to tell this story. And it has to do with age, so it just reminded me. I'm not gonna say it here, though. I'm not gonna say it here, but it's kind of funny. Mia says Miralax is the only thing my doctor wants me to use, but I take Bio Optimizer Magnesium Breakthrough. I've never heard of that either. Wow, I love learning new things. Bio Optimizer Magnesium Breakthrough, and that sounds like it's cutting edge. I don't know what it's cutting, but it sounds like it's cutting edge. It sounds like it means business. Jeez Louise. Beverly says, I'm at the tail end of my menopause. Menopause was going to take me out. I used to feel like I'm going to pass out all over the place. Awful. I was at a cookout. They had to call 911, and that was 2 years ago. Jeez Louise. And the crazy thing, too, about menopause, when I was doing my research about, perimenopause and menopause, is a lot of times when women have these symptoms, because they're not, you could test your hormone levels and all that, but they say there is no conclusive test about being in menopause. It's that one marker. But when I was on the Downsize, Lorraine told me she had a different experience. She didn't, said she was in menopause, and I want to say she said she had not gone that full year. So I don't know what's going on, but I know, they got to get it together with this menopause because it's huge. It's a huge thing. And did you guys know that, you could claim menopause, disability and get time off work if you really needed it, if it interfered with your day-to-day, life, functioning in your life. And we know most people, it does. It does. And so, yeah, that could fall under that disability act. And of course, you have to have your doctor. You can't just say, hey, go and tell your boss, hey, I'm going through menopause. Let me off. I got to take some days off. Your doctor's going to have to confirm all of that, which is not going to be hard to do. But yeah, menopause is a huge, huge deal. It really, really is. All right. So let me see. Where did I leave off at? Okay. Okay. You guys got some comments up in here. Jerlene says, I did my colonoscopy last week. I will be praying for you. Yes, yes, yes. And thank you for letting me know that went well. I love that. Mel B says, Bev, yes, that was my GI doc prescribed along with laxative pills and Gatorade. This was in New York, though. I'm in Florida now. So Florida, I guess that's Florida. What is that all called? I don't know. Southern Florida. Now, I'll have to wait and see. Okay, very good, very good. Look at those emojis. I love it. That was me saying I was never getting married again. Oh, and then you got married again. See, perfectly. Simply Taisha. It's a perfect example. That's what I was trying to say. You're a perfect example of that. Okay, I didn't even think about that. Mia says, Mia, I tried the Ultima with all those flavors. The TikTok shop had sample packet for $10 a month ago. $10 about a month ago, and I have you bought it. Okay, very good. So that's where you got it, the TikTok shop. Now, is TikTok going, TikTok? Is TikTok ticking out? I'm scared to get on TikTok because I don't know what's going to be going on with TikTok. Mia says, Beverly, I'm supposed to go to the 21st for my colonoscopy, but I just can't right now. I have to get off Zepbound for too long right now, and I just started losing decent again. That it's getting moved. Okay, but I wouldn't put it off for too much longer. Mia, how long are you planning on putting it off for? Because that colonoscopy is could be a life-saving, test procedure. Beverly praying. March 20th is when I started Zepbound, Bev, you'll just be fine, sis. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. It's Darian went to the doc on March 7th, 2025. Next appointment is June 6th, 2025. So Darian, you're on Mounjaro, I believe. Is your A1C? How is your A1C? Is it down? Is it controlled? Do tell, do tell. Me, a dating horror story Friday, little glimpse. Held captive and tortured. A young lady in my town had this happen trying to roll old guys for money by dating for cash. Tons more stories. Okay, we can't wait to hear on Friday. Jeez Louise, you and your stories. Jeez Louise. Oh my goodness. Butterfly, I have one up on you. I am 62. Jeez Louise. My profile pic was taken last winter. What in the world? Now, Beverly, did I know you were 62? Maybe I did, and then you threw that picture up and threw me off. Oh my goodness. You guys look good. GOOD period exclamation point. I love it. Sending prayers to Beverly as she does the colon cleanse and gets skinny and there is a clean health. Yes, I will say amen to that. It's Darian. Thank you. When do you have to stop your Mounjaro before the colonoscopy? Yeah, Butterfly, can you believe? Look at her. She is gorgeous. So are you? Oh my girl, black squirrel. I'm having a hysterectomy soon and I'm looking forward to it. You're looking forward to it? What in the world? You're looking forward to having that hysterectomy. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? A lot of your symptoms and stuff are probably going to be under control. I'm sure that's probably what you're thinking. And what probably will happen, wow, wow, wow. Jeez Louise. All right. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. We're going to be praying for you to come out of there. And geez, Louise, feeling your best. Butterfly says, my family and friends say I went back in time with age. You did. Oh, my goodness gracious. I love it. I love it. I love it. Jeez, Louise, your goals, goals, goals. What? Where were you with that information 5 years ago when I was in the thick of it? Pam, perfectly Pamela. So you're in menopause. So you're done with perimenopause. You're in menopause. You guys look so young, and I just would have never thought that you would be in menopause. Oh, for sure. My wife keeps me in line. Yes, I can see that. I can see that. And that is great. I love it. I love that. It's Darian. It's great to have a support system. It really is. And then they're on their weight loss journey together. I just absolutely love that. That they're, I love anybody that has somebody in their home and close proximity that they could do it with. Because this is great too. But your day to day, what you're doing day to day, to have somebody to root you on is amazing, I'm sure. Black Squirrel, been there. Will send prayers up for a safe procedure. Thank you for that, Mel. That was sweet. Black Squirrel, praying for you. You will not regret it. It did wonders for me. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, okay. Mia says, oh, Mia, you got to save this. Oh, I saw panties up there. Mia, you got to save that for Friday. Save it for Friday. Black Squirrel. Oh, okay, we're praying for a safe procedure for you. Mia, girl, you got to save them stories for Friday night. Yes, yes, yes. She does. I just told her that. Butterfly and Beverly, y'all look fab. Yes, Nia, they do. They do. I mean, it's just amazing. Looking good in your 60s, Mel says. Yes, yes, yes. Mia says, I won't tell anymore, but it's wow. Sorry. No, you got to come and share it with us on Friday. Beverly says, my GI told me I didn't have to stop my Wegovy. I have a colonoscopy on Thursday, and my shot is due on Thursday. They said it was okay. Really? Everybody else, how come everybody else is saying that they were told to stop? Maybe because so are you going to take it on Thursday, Bev? Because maybe by Thursday, they feel like it's been a week since you last took it. Maybe that's why. So I would take it after the procedure. I would double check with that for sure. All right, Darren has broken it down. My A1C journey, October 20. Let me sound like a news reporter. Let me sit up tall. Let me get myself together here. This is the Downsizing Diva coming to you with this A1C journal or journey. I already done messed up saying journal. Okay, so October 2025, you were at a 10.8. 10.8. I didn't, I said I didn't even know A1Cs could get up this high. Okay, 10.8. Geez, Louise. February 2024, you went down to 8.0. Jeez Louise, I love that for you. Very good. And then in June of 2024, you were at a 6.7. You were not playing around. Jeez Louise. September 2025, you were at a 6.1. Jeez Louise. December 2024, you were at a 5.9. Say it with me, everybody. Jeez Louise. And then finally in March, here recently, you were at a 5.8. It's Darium. We love it. We love it. We love it. I love that for you. Look at that. Look at that journey. Oh my goodness. That looks good. You know what? If I were if I knew you, I would frame that and hang that up. And wait, you're not done yet, though. You'll be down below that 5.8. When you're done, you should frame those numbers. I know Kim J is another one with that A1C all the way up there, and now she is down, out of that diabetic range. So I mean, I give you guys a lot of credit. That is such a journey. So awesome, so awesome, so awesome. Good for you. You should feel proud of yourself. Are you excited? I'm excited. I am so excited. Congratulations. Yes, yes, yes. King coming through with the numbers. I love it. I love that. I love that. Okay, Mia, that's wonderful, Darium. High five. Yeah, let's give Darium his flowers. His wallet, all the things. Geez Louise, great stuff. King Darium. Yes, yes, yes. That deserves a geez Louise. Let your light shine. I love that name. Oh my goodness. And look how beautiful you are. Look, I just love the profile pics. I mean, geez Louise. There's some good looking folks in this GLP-1 community. What can we say? Beverly says, it's Darium for the win. That is awesome. Yes, 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 Darium. I love the way he broke that down. I love it. Delilah, I didn't get a chance either. Oh, wait, is Delilah in here? Did I miss Delilah? I didn't see Delilah in here. Um, wait, what one said? Congratulations, everybody is saying. MJ has been great for my A1C recovery. Yes, 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 it definitely has. Great job. Linda is clapping. Thanks for all your support. I am so happy fighting to get this glucose under control. Well, you're doing it. You are doing it. You are on your way down. You're in a downward trend there. I had to stop Mounjaro for 2 was, I don't know what she's saying. Okay. Let your light shine. Thank you for that. Thanks so much, Let. I just got here. I didn't even get the notice. Oh, Delilah. Yes, yes, yes. I was like, where is Delilah? When I saw your name up there. Well, you guys, this has been so awesome. Oh my goodness. I mean, the highlight of this night for me was Butterfly joining us. I mean, of course, all the faithful, supporters and channel members and just everybody. I appreciate you guys. But Butterfly, I feel like we helped you tonight. And so whenever I feel like we've helped someone, that just really warms my heart. And then we can pray for Beverly. She's having that colonoscopy. We can pray for who is that that's having the let me see. So Beverly is March 20th. Who is that is having the hysterectomy? That's happy. They said, I'm happy I'm doing that. Who was that? Jeez Louise. Was that Black Squirrel? Was that Black Squirrel? Am I right? Correction, 2 weeks. It makes it worth it. Yes, 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 yes. It does make it worth it. Who's having the hysterectomy? Was that uh, uh, let me reload. I'm gonna reload. I don't know what. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure, but whatever it was crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Trying to get to see what happened. Hey, wait a second. I have to blow my little nose. 1 second. All right, so oh, that's black squirrel. Okay, I wasn't sure. Black squirrel. Okay, very good. I don't know what happened. It just took me out of here. As soon as I was trying to find out about that hysterectomy. Okay, you are so welcome. We enjoyed you. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, Pamela. And then we have some, I don't know, Black Squirrel, if you're following a lot of these content creators in here, but we have some awesome content creators in here. We have Simply Taisha. Simply Taisha is a content creator. We have Delilah. Let me put their pictures up here. Simply Taisha. I don't know if you could put your channel in the chat. We have Delilah as a content creator too. You could go check out. We have Perfectly Pamela as a content creator. If I forget somebody, just let me know. We have Kim J Sweet Healthy Life as a content creator in here. So check out all their channels. So you can follow them and learn some good, interesting information. We love it. We love it. We love it. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I missed anybody. If I missed anybody, charge it to my head, not my heart, and just put your information down below. Oh, Delilah is saying, I just had a full hysterectomy with an ovary removal in December. Okay, so you have to play for Black Squirrel. Black Squirrel here having the hysterectomy soon. Yes, yes, yes. Prayers to Mia. Oh, yeah, Mia. And we're going to encourage Mia to get that sooner than later. Yeah, I wouldn't put it all, but I understand where she's coming from. Turtle Diaries. But the Turtle Diaries, you could go back and watch her videos. She's like on a little hiatus, a little break. I don't know what we call it, but she has some great videos. And, she thinks she's losing slow and steady, but we think she's doing a great job. So you might want to check her out too. Let your light shine. Are you a content creator? Then I need to be going to your channel. Oh, look at that beautiful that profile pic. You remind me of somebody I know. I just love that smile. It like lights up the screen. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so did I miss anybody? I'm so sorry if I missed you. So we have Let Your Light Shine, is a content creator. Very good. So we're going to be praying for you guys. You guys, did anybody want to tell us any celebrations before we leave really quickly? Anybody celebrating any weight loss, non-scale victories? We want to celebrate you and put that in the chat. Anybody? If you want to share something, you can put that in the chat. If not, if you don't want to, if you don't have anything to share, you guys, if you don't have anything to share, then we won't. Let's see. The experience with Rosalind. Yes, I'll be praying for all of us as well. Hi, the experience with Rosalind. Please do, please do. Delilah says, man, you think the news about the airlines not meeting their monies would be slower. Man, I'm just wanting to watch Dee Dee live. Well, you made it in here. You have to go back and catch out the replay. I don't know how to add, so thanks, Darian. Okay, all right. Black Squirrel also in advance that her hysterectomy will be successful and recovery quick. In Jesus' name, amen. I agree. Taisha says, I made it to 10 and a half weeks of daily 30-minute walks. Woohoo! That is awesome. That is great, Taisha. I love that. Man, Taisha, I mean, man, you give consistency. Like I tell some of my kids this, they are so studious. We looked up consistency in the dictionary, we see you're picking there. I love that about you. Very consistent. It's motivating. Darian says, celebrating my belated anniversary, March 9th, 2024 to March 2025. Woohoo! Yes, yes, yes. 1 year. And dear, I don't know why, but whenever I see you, I'm telling you, this song pops in my head. What is it called? How does the song go? I got something. Kim, we were just singing this song, texting this song. What is the song? I can't remember how it starts. Jeez Louise, that's what I'm talking about. This menopause brain is no joke. Wait, I started the song with Kim the other day. Oh, I have type 2 diabetes and I manage it well. It's a what? What is the rest of it? It reminds me of It's Darian. It's a little pill. How does it go? It's a little pill. I got a story to tell. Took a little pill, something, I don't know. But anyway, I think about Darium, like that jingle is in my head. That Jardiance commercial. I don't know why. I think you quoted it one time and it's just been on my mind. Butterfly says, awesome, Taisha. Congrats. Let's see. King Darium, happy anniversary once again. Amen. Kim J, yes, yes, yes. Taisha, congratulations, Taisha, with that consistency for the win. Happy anniversary. Darium Nia is cheering us on, cheering you on. Great job, Darium. Go, Taisha. Taisha should also celebrate being in the Morning Motivation Mentor. I love that name, the M&M, Morning Motivation Mentor. We love that, Taisha. Perfectly Pamela says, happy belated anniversary, Darium. Let your light shine is saying, happy anniversary. I love it. Congratulations, Taisha. Thank you all. This is an amazing group of wonderful people. Yes, it is. It makes me so excited that we're a part of this group. Butterfly saying, praying we all reach our goals to better health and maintain in Jesus' name. Amen. Yes, yes, yes. We love that. Thank you. Non-scale victory. Once again, my accountability partner, that would be me. And we are back on track with our weightlifting. Yes, we are. Oh my goodness. Erica Love. I love that name. You know, I am just so into the names and the profile pics, right? Yeah, I just love it. All right, so she says, I'm new here. Welcome, Erica Love. She just started 10 milligrams of Zepbound. She's down 30 pounds in 21 weeks. You all are so encouraging. Go, Erica. Go, Erica. Go, Erica. Go, Erica. We love that for you. You are doing a great job. Oh, my goodness. I love that. I love the emojis and everything. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello. You have to hang out with us on Wednesdays and Fridays. Come back on Friday at 8:30 if you can. It's Darium says, thank you so much, Pamela, and let Jardians. Yes, that isn't that commercial. Does that commercial stick in your head? And everybody who has commercials on their videos, if you are taking that Mounjaro, if you're taking any GLP-1, that commercial is gonna come up and ring in your head. Oh, yesterday I started a Live Strong program at my local YMCA. Tomorrow is assessment day. A little nervous, yet excited. Yes, Rosalind, I think you're going to do a great job. Very good, very good. I love that. So you're doing Live Strong. That reminds me of what's that guy's like Lance Armstrong? Now I'm sure you know the bicyclist. Wasn't he stripped of his titles and stuff though? But it reminds me of him that Live Strong. Is that the program that he started? Not that he's a part of it now, but it just reminds me of that. I have type 2 diabetes and I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I love that. When that commercial comes on, I just have to like sing along with it. And the lady pops out, right? Aren't they in an office? It's so funny to me. Black Squirrel, right? As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C. Love that. I just love it. Yay, Kim J. Congrats. Yay, I love that name. And it's Darium. Congrats, Taisha. Happy anniversary, D. Yes, yes, yes. Jardiance is really swell. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. Yes, yes, yes. That is so funny. So here are all the congratulations. Hope it goes well tomorrow, Rosalind. Yes, 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 for her assessment. I love that. Taisha, keep them coming. Congratulations. Yeah, Taisha, you guys, let me go to Taisha is doing the thing. She is posting these weekly videos, you know, and she told me she was going to start posting these videos. Like, I think she already had a video, like she was about to do it. Like it was in the can or she was working on it. And I said, go for it. And I mean, when she went for it, she went for it. She's every day. She's up there. Like when I turn on, you know, how you open up your YouTube and you open it up and bam, there she is. There she is. So I love that. I love that. So yeah, so anybody who's not, you know, if you want a little morning motivation, you know, go to Simply Taisha's channel and get that motivation because she is not playing around. I love that. I love it, love it, love it. Congratulations, Erica. Welcome, Erica. Congratulations. Wow, that's amazing. And Erica, Yes, yes, yes. Very good, Erica. Welcome and congrats, Butterfly says. Everybody saying hello to Erica. Rosalind saying experience with Rosalind. Way to go, Erica Love. Yes, yes, yes. Fridays are fun. Trust me. Yeah, you guys have to come back on Friday. It's going to be an experience on Friday. Jerlene says hi, Erica. Oh, that's sweet. It's from the Lance Armstrong's OFGF. I don't know. Is that supposed to be an acronym? I'm not very good with that. For cancer survivors who partnered up with the Y. You're right about his fall, DD. Yes, 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 yes. And I used to love when I not that I don't love him, he got caught up, but yeah, I remember he had such a great story though. It's like, geez, Louise, that just kind of tainted his story. But for 1 minute there, and I just say 1 minute just to say, but he was like America's sweetheart. And, geez, Louise. Trisha's Daily Dose. Who is Trisha's Daily Dose? What's that? Mia says, you help make it fun, girlfriend. Yes, she does. She does. Taisha. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Pamela. I'm just like, I did not make the connection. I'm going to tell you, Taisha, I'm telling you, this autocorrect does not love your name. When you had your mom in your live, I said, hello, Taisha's mom. Well, it typed out, I put Taisha. It changed it to Tanisha. And I was thinking her mom is probably like, this girl doesn't even know my daughter's name. So it changes your name. They need to get on board. Kim J says, been there, done Jardians for 3 months. Thank God I'm off of it now. It's just MJ from here. Well, since mid-December. Yay, MJ for the win. Yes, yes, yes. I know you were excited to get off of that. Yeah, those typos, we get it. Sometimes when I'm caught up in the moment, I don't get it. And then I figure it out quick. Mia says, oh, shucks, Mel. Fridays are the after dark show. Fridays weren't the after dark show, but I don't know what you guys got into. We were playing a sipping game and you guys must have been sipping something, because I'm telling you, I will never look at an iPhone the same. I don't even want to talk about it. It just cracks me up. Fridays are all the way live. Yeah, we just got to get a few good men here. Simply Taisha's motivation moment was very impactful today. Yes, yes, yes. Taisha, she is on point. Simply Taisha, Fridays are so much fun. They are. Wow. Darium says, I remember when Lambs. Who is Lambs? When Lance Armstrong was dating Sheryl Crow. I do too. I remember that too. It's shock and awe sometimes on Friday. It is. And Mia, you're going to be coming with it on Friday. I can't wait. Thank you, Mel. Taisha saying, thanks, Taisha. And also, a typo is supposed to be his organization. That's okay. We get it. All right. So Kim is laughing. Delilah helps make Fridays fun too. Yes, yes, yes. Delilah was a star with her little tiny phony story. She's the best. I know. That's going to be an inside joke. We just know that phone will never be the same. Rosalind said, Darren, he dated Sheryl Crow. I forgot about that. The experience with Rosalind, you're a content creator, aren't you? I think you are. Dee Dee, last Friday was not normal. It was crazy, fun, and messy. I will never look at an iPhone the same again either. No. I just cannot. I mean, I cry on YouTube laughing so hard. It was the most funniest thing. You guys were on point. Delilah has some stories for you, and so does Mia. Mia does too. So they are awesome. Okay, so if you've been married though, we want your help too. Downsizing Diva. I watched some of your live last week about dating, and I hope because it said it's not for me after the bad experiences. I've been single almost 12 years now after being married 31 years. So you said you've been single after being almost 12 years. Wait, I've been single almost 12 years now after being married 31 years. So you don't think that that you will you will ever want to date again? Did we scare you, or you just have that in your mind? You must already had that in your mind for 12 years. But people say that, and then they meet somebody that just changes their mind. So I'm hoping that's me. I'm hoping that's me. I'm keeping hope alive, butterfly. I'm keeping hope alive. I'm hoping that's me. I'm hoping I meet somebody that I'm just like, oh, geez, Louise, this is what's up. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know. I don't know. Um, all you guys are so inspiring, down to earth, funny, and so supportive. Well, we hope so. And this is just like a nice, safe space where we can not chat. And don't talk into the microphone of your life. No. Oh, not really a content creator yet. Y'all are a good encouragement to get into it. Yes, you should get into it for sure. For sure. I'm sure you have something important to say. I just met a lot of crazy men, young and older than me. Yes, and you got to come on Friday and tell us all about it. Tell me what to avoid. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What to avoid. I don't date, but I do hang out with the girls anyway. You should come. Yeah, it's butterfly. It's people who are on there who say they don't date. They're not looking to date. And I like to watch Pop the Balloon. Oh, I've watched that, but that's so superficial. We want to get like in deep. We want to go past the looks. So I'm trying to get a few good men. So if you know a few good men, I've reached out. I've been in some DMs. I've been just like something I would normally not do. I've been sliding up in some DMs, seeing if people want to come on here to chat. And so far, I'm waiting to hear back. So far, I have a maybe, and I'm waiting to hear back. So we'll see. If we could get some guys on here, but it's all in fun. It's all in fun. But I would really like to know from a guy, from their perspective, and I want to hear from guys of all ages, not just older guys. I want to hear from a lot of different guys, and see what they're talking about. And I just want to, just see what they have. It's always good to get a male perspective. I always say, I love diversity of thought. I love diversity in people. I think that's what makes the world interesting and exciting. And so, I'd love to hear from these guys and hear what is going on with this dating, right? What is going on with this dating? It's so different. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for the stories. I'm here for the jokes. I'm here for learning. I'm here for it all. Okay, Rosalind, I will be following. Yes, yes, yes. We got to follow Rosalind too. The experience with Rosalind. And so when you do decide to have some, make some videos, we're gonna be on it. We're already subscribed to you. We love that. Butterfly, I like to see at Tony Gaskins review the pop-up balloon. He cracks me up. Pop the balloon. Okay, okay. I like Tony too. Mia says a lot about phones, but some dating stuff too. Yes, yes, yes. We just kind of got off on a little tangent on Friday. It was so fun though. If you were in it, you were in it to win it. It was really fun. So I'm going to get off this live. We've been on here for over 2 hours. Thank you to the people that lasted. It's been a lot of people on here. Thank you to the people that lasted. I will see you on Friday. And just enjoy the rest of your week. If you're getting more sun and nicer weather, good for you. I hope it lasts. And I will see you on Friday. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night.